Can I declutter 202 items today? And when I say today, it's 5 p.m. when I'm starting this, so just within a matter of 2 or 3 hours I have available. So that is the final day of my challenge to declutter 1,000 items in a 30-day period. This is day 30, but it's also day 16. So let me explain. I knew that within a 30-day period, I wouldn't be able to declutter every single day. I am working 4 long days a week as a lawyer. I have 3 young children and I'm helping to care for aging poorly relatives. So I knew that I would have interruptions, but the reality was I had far more interruptions than I had expected or planned for. So I've ended up with 202 items to declutter today, but I am determined to get this done because I'm so close to that 1,000 items. So I'm starting off basically with a mad dash around the house. There have been a few things lately that I've been looking at and thinking, I think I could push myself to get rid of this. I think I could declutter this. Maybe I should revisit this topic. So I'm just running around and doing that while my kids are outside playing. So I have been out with them for a couple of hours already. My husband has taken over. We've got a splash mat that they are playing with. We have a green area in front of our house, which is awesome because we can use that with in order to play with like the neighbours' kids. And there is nothing that my kids like more than to make friends and play with other children. It is literally their favourite thing. And growing up, it was my favourite thing too. So I love that we have the ability for them to do that. They are out there in their swimmers, all jumping around in the splash mat, and it's been super fun. I've been in it too. I've come in, I've had a shower, I've got changed. So hence wet hair, no makeup, and I'm just getting stuck in now. It's been a super busy week for me this week. So I offered to making my mother-in-law's birthday cake for her 70th birthday party, which was the day before this this declutter. And I decided I was going to make her a 2-tier like monster cake, a really big cake, and it went well. But even though I like baking, like I really love baking, I've never made a 2-tier cake. I have never done a crumb coat. So basically, I have just watched a lot of videos trying to learn how to do this over the past week, and it took me a long time to make the cake. I had to make the actual cake, then I had to freeze it. I got lots of things wrong or not quite right in making the cake, but I learned a lot, and the end result I thought was really maybe not professional looking, but like getting there, a good cake for an amateur baker. But it took up a long time around work and the usual commitments. It's been pretty busy at work this past week, starting to show signs of calming down for summer. So during the summer period, lots of other people take holidays, clients take holidays. Parliament goes into recess on the 22nd, and I do lots getting connected with Parliament and government, and I'm in Parliament today actually, so I'm recording the voiceover the day after this declutter. I'll be in Parliament this evening, and I won't be doing any of that once Parliament's in recess. I shouldn't be, I think, going into Parliament. So things calm down and I can get stuck into some of my bigger projects that I'm planning, I hope, over the summer. So I'm really excited for that. But yeah, it's been super busy. We had mother-in-law's birthday party the day before this declutter, and then on the morning of this declutter, I went and ran the London 10K. So I signed up for this ages ago. Not really, well, at the time we didn't know when we were having mother-in-law's party, but I probably could have guessed that weekend or that day because it was her actual birthday on the Friday. But I still went ahead, booked myself in for the 10K, and then I decided to go ahead and do it, even though I hadn't actually done a lot of running the 6 weeks before, and I really enjoyed it. It was really good, but it's been a really busy day. 202 items to declutter then in a small space of time. And now, having done this kind of scoop everything up around the house that I've been thinking about, I got my husband to get our memory boxes for the kids down from the loft. So they've each got big plastic tote, but they were almost full, like for the boys particularly, not for Daisy so much, she's my youngest, but for the boys they were almost full. And as I'm giving my husband stuff like birthday cards and little pictures that they've drawn and keepsakes, and I put them into little piles upstairs, and every now and again we'll put them in the memory boxes. And as I've been saying to him, like, can you put this up in the memory boxes? He's saying they're almost full. Like, they're only, the boys are like 7 and 5. You cannot put too much more in there. You can't be giving them like 6 memory boxes one day when they leave home. So I knew this was something I needed to tackle, but had been putting off. As part of the challenge, I thought this was perfect. Get stuck into the boxes, get some things sorted. And you saw me earlier writing in something. As I was going through my eldest son's box, so he had a birthday card, his first birthday card, from me and my husband, and it had sections in it to complete, like, for your birthday party we went to, and the friends who came were, and the presents you got, and what were you doing when you were 1. And I hadn't actually, like, I'd signed the card and everything, wrote a little message on his birthday, but we hadn't filled in all those sections. So I thought, what is the point in keeping this card if he looks back on it one day and thinks, well, my parents couldn't even bother to fill it out? And the reality was, we were super busy at that time, and it was just a really, really hard time in life. Like, raising your first little human was without doubt the most stressful time. So I went back and filled that out. And that did take a little bit of time, but if I'm not doing it now, then when? So I feel like that was a really good time to do this, to go through it. I had kept every single first birthday card for my kids. I had kept their cards everyone had sent when they had arrived, like, into the world. And looking at them now, I think it's quite funny. Like, I'm looking at some of the cards thinking, one day, like, when they leave home, imagine I give them this box, or boxes if it was going to carry on that way, and they open them up and they look at all these cards and think, who are Mike and Margaret? And it might be nice to look back and think, oh, we had so many cards when we were born and we were so well loved. Like, they will know how well loved they were. They won't need 50 cards from their first birthday party. But what I have kept is the ones that have, like, really sentimental messages, or they were from their grandparents and their closest, like, aunts and uncles. And sometimes if it was like a birthday, like a recent birthday for my 7-year-old, one of his besties wrote the cutest message in a card. The card itself is pretty simple. There's nothing exciting going on with the card, but the inside, the message, is so cute. I thought, well, I have to keep that, and one day, hopefully, they will remember their friend and the beautiful message that they wrote to them, and it will mean something. And I think that's it. I'm realising now with time, what of those cards, what are the messages, what are the pictures, will really mean something. And there were quite a few things as I was going through them I don't remember. So, why did I keep this picture? What significance did it have? And I think there is just also a reminder to me, if I look at something and I think it feels important, or it feels significant, and then putting it in the memory box, why am I doing that? Sometimes it's because the child has requested it, and when you look back on it, you think they won't really want this drawing. But sometimes maybe it's the first time they drew, like, a stickman family of us. Like, here's mummy, here's daddy, here's Eddie, here's Jamie. And I should write that on the picture, or like the back of the picture. First time Daisy has drawn stickman pictures of the family. And then when they look back on it one day, they'll know the significance of it. But at the moment, it just looks like some jumbled pictures and a lot of cards, and I had to make some decisions. And because I had to get rid of 202 items today, I had to make some quick decisions, which actually I think works really well when you want to do big colour stuff. I have found overall this challenge, 1,000 items within 30 days, honestly one of the best in the last 6 months. It was 6 months of decluttering. So I started in December of last year. We are now in July, so it's just over 6 months of decluttering. And this challenge has been one of the best ways of getting rid of a really big amount of stuff. And my next challenge is, I've got 2 options. So I have a long list of items that I need to get done around the house. So as in DIY, paint something, fix something, get something, professionally repaired perhaps, painting a wall or putting something up on the wall. all those kinds of jobs I need getting done. There is something in every single room of the house that needs to be done. But I am sort of edging towards more decluttering because I'm thinking, how difficult or not would it be to get those jobs done when there's still quite a lot of stuff around the house. However, I'm not sure that the decluttering series has been for my YouTube channel, it doesn't seem to be the most interesting for you guys. So I see more watch time of my cleaning videos. So when I'm doing like a mad dash around the house in the evening because it's got trashed by the kids, which is often a Thursday or Friday for us, those videos tend to be more popular of my videos at home. The videos where I'm cleaning my mum and my dad's places are the most popular. Then it's when I'm cleaning, and then it's the decluttering. But in terms of what I need to do to kind of make the best impact to living in the house, I think perhaps a series where I hush the rooms in the house is one that I'm really interested in. So this is where you take away like all of the visible clutter, all of the surface clutter from a room. So you're stripping the room back. So it's got, big pieces of furniture in, but everything else is gone into a different room. And then you bring back gradually, so you have to have a minimum of 24 hours where you have the house hushed or the room's hushed. And then you bring back in items like one by one. And I'm really interested in this. 1, 2, 3. Forty-three, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So that's 150. How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which means 161. Yeah, 161. We need to find how many more? 161. 100. Okay, so 202. So we need to find 41 more items. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. So just over 40 items to go, which compared to 202 doesn't feel like too many. However, I had been decluttering around about 50 to 60 items a day, and that had been quite a lot. So it's still quite a lot. And when you don't have like a big category left, like with the sentimental items, there's quite a few items to find. So basically then went downstairs, so I'm just showing you there, 21 items is additional that I had managed to find. So I basically went around the kitchen and scooped up a bunch of paperwork and items that had been in corners, and actually some more stuff which was for the kids' sentimental box that I'd forgotten about. They had a couple of school reports. I do keep school reports from each year, and I think I will do that. They're reasonably small. Then additional 7 items that I found from the craft cupboard. This would ordinarily, like I would say, like toilet tubes and paper would ordinarily be an item which I would say is an everyday get rid of, is not a declutter. But I had been keeping them for a period of time. So I'd put those in our craft cupboard to do a craft exercise with. The kids had actually done the craft exercise. They hadn't needed all of those items. Then I'd kept them for another craft exercise, like, maybe we'll do another craft exercise type thing. And I was like, seriously, no, stop. Can't keep everything in a cupboard. And I had cleared out the cupboards in the utility room. I don't want to fill them up now with like old toilet rolls. So got rid of those, and now I am going through. We have a little basket that sits up on the windowsill in our bedroom, and it has like some just bits and bobs and then medicine. So if the kids are in the night, and I like to have the thermometer upstairs, because if I need it during the day, it's fine, I know where it lives. But if I need it in the night, I don't want to be rummaging around downstairs for it. So if somebody wakes up with a fever, I want to be able to get to it quickly. So that lives up in the bedroom. But having that, and I put them all in a little wicker basket, which is neater, but it's still visible like clutter up on a surface. So I want to get rid of things like that. I want to basically clear out some space then in my bedside table, so I can put this whole wicker basket in it and have it out of sight. So I was going through the wicker basket first, and then the tub that I have in my bedside table. And the bedroom is definitely an area I want to hush. I want to get rid of a lot of the visible clutter from this room, have it pared back. I want to have every room just a bit more pared back, tidier, things tucked away, more out of sight going forward. And I think I could do that in a next kind of declutter. So maybe make that a mini series. I don't want to spend 30 days on it. I'm thinking 2 weeks max. Get the rooms hushed and have some more clutter removed. And then I can launch into getting some DIY jobs done. And then I think, not that I'd be done, because I still think I've got a way to go, but then I think I could be in a position where I've made a really big change. So here's everything I got rid of. It was actually 1,005 items. I'm going to say 1,004 though, because Daisy's found a Santa's headband in stuff that I decluttered the other day that she doesn't want to part with. But how do you think I did? What do you want to see next? See you in the next one.